Hi, Cardinal readers. Today we are going to focus on words with end blends. So your learning target today says, I can read and write words with end blends. And I can read words like bump, lift, and past at the end of this lesson to know that I am successful. Okay, so we are going to begin. Here we have some pictures of some different words, and in these words are ending blends. So the very first picture that we're going to look at is the picture of the two people, and one is helping the other up. So at the end of the word help, we have op, help. LP is an ending blend. And when we see those two sounds together, we're going to say op, like in help. And our next picture is the picture of the vest. And we hear at the end of the word vest, the st at the end. So S and T at the end of a word are going to say st, like in vest. Our next picture is a picture of the lamp. And at the end of the word lamp, we hear the mp sound. So M and P at the end of a word say mp, like in lamp. And next we have the picture of the gift, the bright red gift at the top. And in the word gift, we hear the ft sound, like in gift. Down at the bottom, we have the picture of the tent. And in the word tent, we can hear the nt. So you are going to look for the nt and say nt in a word like tent. Okay, next pictures. We have a picture of a hand, and in the word hand, we can hear the nd, which is spelled with an nd. Next, we have the picture of the desk. Desk. At the end of that word, we can hear the sk, desk. Next, we have the picture of the clasp. Clasp. So you can hear the sp at the end of the word clasp. And then we have the picture of the sink. And at the end of the word sink, we can hear the nk, which is spelled with an nk, sink. And finally, we have the picture of the milk. And we can hear at the end of the word milk, the ulk, milk, which is spelled with lk, milk. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and play a quick game, and that game is Quick Erase. So grab your supplies. You're going to need your whiteboard marker and your dry erase marker. Pause the video if you need to, come right back, and we will begin by writing this first word. The first word is pelt. Pelt. Now listen carefully. What are the two letters at the end that are kind of blended together? And you really have to really listen carefully to hear those two letters. Pelt. Pelt. You should have written P-E-L-T. Pelt. Pelt. Like an animal pelt, a fur pelt. And now we're going to turn the word pelt into the word pest. Now to play quick erase, you only have to take off one letter. Don't erase the whole thing. Just look for the one letter that you can take off and change that letter to a new letter to make the word I'm saying. So we're going to change pelt into this new word, pest, by only erasing one letter and changing it to a new letter. Pest, pest. An ant is a pest. Pest. Okay, so you should have taken off your L and turned it into an S. And then turn the word pest into best. Do your best. 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 So this was a quick change. Just take off the P, turn it into a B, and then turn best into bust. 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 Which letter are you going to change? You are going to change the letter E and turn it into a U. And then turn bust into must. Must. We must go see that movie. Must. Must. So to turn bust into must, you're going to erase the B, turn it into an M, must. And then you're going to turn must into musk. 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 You're going to take off that last T and turn it into a K. And we have the word musk. And then you're going to turn the word musk into husk. Husk, like a corn husk. To make musk, say husk. What do we need to do? Husk. Take off the M, turn it into an H. And then you're going to think about how you can turn husk into hunk. 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 There is a candy bar called Big Hunk. Hunk. Listen very carefully. Which sound do you hear being replaced? Hunk. I don't hear the S sound anymore. So to write the word hunk, we are going to take it off and replace it with an N. And there's hunk. And then we're going to turn hunk into hunt. Hunt. We went on a scavenger hunt. 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 So at the end of the word, I hear the change. I don't hear the K sound anymore. Instead, I hear a T. And now you're going to turn hunt into runt. Runt. The runt of the litter is the smallest. Runt. Runt. So to turn hunt into runt, you're going to take off the H, replace it with an R. And then we're going to turn runt into rent. 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 To make runt, say rent. Again, it's really quick. You need to move really quickly and erase, and then change it to a new letter, which is a letter E. So runt becomes rent, and then rent becomes scent. Scent. Quickly erase the letter you hear being changed. So you're going to take off the R, turn it into an S. Scent. Good. And then turn scent into send. Send. We send letters in the mail. Send. Send. To make scent, say send. You're going to erase the T, turn it into a D, and then turn send into mend. Mend. To fix something that is ripped or torn, you can mend it. Mend. In order to turn send into mend, you're going to erase the first sound, turn it into an M, and then turn mend into meld. Meld. Which sound do you hear being changed? Meld. I do not hear an N. So if I listen carefully, meld. No N. Instead I hear a O. Meld. So change that N into an L and then turn meld into held. Held. I held the baby. Held. Held, we're going to take off the first sound and change it to an H. And then our very last word is the word help. 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 And you're going to think about which sound is being changed. Which sound do you not hear anymore in the word? That's the one you're going to erase. So I do not hear in the word help. I don't hear that D anymore, so I'm going to erase the D, replace it with a P. Nice work today, Cardinal readers. Your next activity is to listen to Clint Helps the Bank. Remember, listening to stories, practicing reading stories, especially with stories that have end blends in them, is really going to help your reading, help you become more fluent and more accurate, reading those words correctly, words that have ending blends in them. So practice listening to the story, then practice reading it. Read it out loud, read it to yourself, read it to someone at home, and get lots of good practice in. Okay, great job today, Cardinal readers. Bye-bye.
Clint Helps the Bank by Emily Brower. Illustrated by Len Epstein. Clint gets sad and mad. Clint honks at Mom. No honking, yells Mom. Mom must sell Clint. Mom gets Clint into a box. Mom must stop at the bank. A man robs the bank. Who will stop him? Clint will stop him. Clint runs at the man. He honks and honks. Clint is under him. Mom will not sell Clint. Clint will get a snack to eat.